Hello, everybody. I'm Courtney Thomas.
And I'm Dr. Sandy Covry,
And we are
the Stock Medics.
And we're here to
rescue your portfolio.
Today, we're going to discuss the power of staying positive, following your dreams, and Ethereum and the Ethereum blockchain right after
the intro.
So, Dr. Sandy, what do you think about the markets right
now? Ouch.
Ouch is a good word, good statement. Markets are going down, NASDAQ is down, the Dow's down, and most of our portfolios are probably down.
Yes, today has been transformative in my thinking about investments. Can I share something personal?
Please, go ahead.
So last October,
right,
I defended my dissertation and became a PhD.
Okay. What does that mean?
Well, it's transformation. It pretty much means different things to different people.
Okay.
What kind of sparked my thinking was we had kind of a rough day.
Right.
We had to make some hard decisions.
Correct.
Then at 5 o'clock, I attended one of my professors' retirements. She
Right.
was very transformative
Right.
in my completion of my dissertation. And so I saw a lot of the people. It just got me thinking about why I decided to transform myself and become a PhD and what I wanted to do with it.
Right.
And I think that all of us, even above making money, we want to do something meaningful with our lives.
This is correct.
So one reason I decided to join, Stock Medics, to join you and your team, is that it matched my own vision. And what you told me was that it's important to you to help transform others' view of making money.
Correct.
So we're taught from an early age that we need to work for our money.
Yes.
And of course, common sense, that doesn't mean that we don't work for our money. But it's important to learn to have your money work for you.
This is a very important concept.
So it's a transformative concept.
Correct. Yes.
And I think that's what, kind of triggered my thinking today. So rather than me feeling, I got back from vacation yesterday.
You sure you were in Seattle?
Yes, right. I was in that area. Yes. Beautiful, beautiful area.
Yes.
Enjoyed myself immensely. But then when I came home and opened my portfolio today, I kind of felt like a kick in the stomach.
Lots of red. Right?
Lots of red.
Lots of red.
Yeah. And so I had to, you were helping, we were kind of helping each other, but you in particular were helping me make some hard decisions.
Right.
Kind of protective decisions.
Exactly.
So an important concept that I've learned from you over the years is the concept of dry powder.
Having money on the sidelines to take advantage of opportunities, because markets don't just go up.
No.
Okay. So when markets pull back, if you don't have any cash, if you don't have any dry powder, you cannot buy the dips. It's important to have dry powder. It's important, especially when markets are at highs. The higher it goes, you want to take some off and take some off and take some off and just have it sitting there. Correct?
That's right. And, I did have some sitting there, but there were some stocks that I had made a minimal amount of profit.
Right.
And they're a good chunk. So I went ahead and sold them so that I could protect myself a little bit.
Right.
Then there were other stocks that I'd already lost money, but then we looked at the charts together and it looked like I might lose more.
Correct. Yes.
So these are kind of hard decisions that people sometimes don't talk about, because we want to talk about the positive.
We can't just talk about buy all the time.
Right. We have to be realistic.
You need to be real, right? So when markets are going down, and if the Dow's going down and the Nasdaq's going down, the S&P's going down and the Russell's going down, your portfolio is probably also going down.
Right.
Because it's a part of the big picture.
Right. So you showed me some good tactics to protect my investment as much as I can.
Right.
And I think something that you said, if all of the markets are shrinking, right? You're not the only one losing money.
No, you're not.
And if we can take the money that we have left and can transform it to dry powder, then eventually we can take that dry powder and buy at the bottom.
Right.
Many investors have said that fortunes are made not during the selling phase of the trading experience, but rather during the buying phase.
This is correct. Absolutely. 100% true.
So you want to buy a bargain.
Right.
So it's important to take, when a crisis comes like this, it's important to take what you have. Don't focus on, oh my God, I used to have 15,000, I used to have 100,000 and now only have 80,000, or, yes, but it's relative to the market. So don't focus on that, but rather take that money or take those investments and make them dry powder.
Correct.
Then, from what you've told me and what I've learned, you have to watch for a while.
Yes. Stay on the sideline and wait for opportunities, because you want to buy the best stocks when markets have sold off, right? So if you have that money on the sideline, now when markets are selling off and the best stocks, high quality, strong stocks, strong balance sheet, right? Good growth potential, high growth rate, you can now come in and buy the dips in these. But if you just stay with these stocks as markets are coming down and you're fully invested, your portfolio is going to go lower and lower and lower, and you won't have any money to then buy the dips, to buy the opportunities. And you want to stay positive. You don't want to get caught up in, the whole media and the headline. So if you have
doom and gloom,
the doom and gloom, right? Or the old FOMO, you want to systematically create dry powder. Most of the day, we were just selling.
Right.
That's what we did. Right. We just sold. So these are important concepts.
Very important. During the day, a story developed in crypto.
It sure did. Yes. So Vitalik Buterin, right? And
he was the creator of Ethereum?
Okay. Created it when he was 17 years old. Wrote the white paper for Ethereum when he was 17 years old. Smart guy. Very smart guy. He did a charitable thing, right? He took some of one of these popular coins, the Shiba coin, and he donated it to the India Pandemic Relief Fund. This global pandemic is raging, and it's really bad in India right now.
Right.
So a lot of people saw this as a negative thing. I see this as a very positive thing, because think about all the people that the selling of this coin is going to help.
Absolutely.
We got to stay positive.
We do, and I think that's important to keep your psyche positive. Otherwise, if you allow fear to tell you what to do, you're not going to make good decisions.
No, you're going to make
as stock, as a medic, as a nurse, it's important to have critical thinking.
That's right.
Critical thinking doesn't happen if we're just doing things based on fear.
That's right.
So, keeping positive. And then what that kind of led us to recall, here is somebody who created Ethereum.
Yes.
And doing something positive.
Right.
Transforming his life and those of others. That's what we want to do.
That's what we want to do. That's why we're here.
Right. So then we started thinking more about Ethereum. Now, Ethereum is really a solid investment that obviously you have to make your own decisions, but Ethereum is a part of so many coins.
That's right.
Altcoins and coins that have been considered stable coins.
Right. Ethereum is a programmable blockchain. And this is very important. It's very smart. And then other coins or other companies are being built on the Ethereum blockchain. Right? So you can think about the early days of the internet where companies were being built doing business on the internet. They didn't all succeed, but some of them did. We could think of the Amazons of the world and Wayfair and Shopify and many, many more. So if you think about the blockchain as the new internet, and these companies are being built on the blockchain, some of them are going to do really well. And we've figured out that Ethereum so far is one of them. We actually like Ethereum. We think it's going to eventually go higher.
Right. Definitely one to keep on your watch list.
Yes. And also, the importance, you told me about how long it took you to get your PhD. 8 years, you said, right?
Right, 8 years.
You didn't give up.
Nope.
You stuck with it. You surrounded yourself with positive people, smart people, and then they helped you, right?
Absolutely. You can't do it alone. And, I guess that's really what has been in the top of our minds today. When things are kind of tough.
Right.
We have to adjust,
This is correct.
You've got to drop and roll.
You've got to diversify.
You do.
Right? Because if we were just in the stock market and we didn't have a leg in the crypto market, it'd be quite depressing.
Right.
But if you're diversified, you've got some crypto, you've got some stock, and you have some cash on the side, you're in a pretty good position.
Right.
Correct?
And just ready for the next
opportunity to present itself. And when it does, we will pounce. But until then, we want to be patient. We want to wait and just watch and follow, right?
Absolutely. Why don't you show us the Ethereum chart?
It's an interesting chart because since that story came out with the Shiba coin, the crypto market has pulled back.
Okay.
And you can see here, we can just kind of zoom in. Ethereum is, it's down 3% or $121. It's about $3,600 now. It was at about 42 earlier. So it's pulled back, but it seems to have pulled back to a support level here at the 3,700 area. So, whenever I look at a chart like this and it's pulling back, if you want to buy some, just buy a little bit here because it just might come down to 3,500 where that 21-day moving average is, or even 3,200 where the 20-day moving average is. So you have to be systematic. You have to be disciplined in your approach. So if you had $100 to buy a stock, or if you had $100 to buy Ethereum, well, don't put all 100 right now, because you got to always think that it may come back some. You put 25 now, right? And then you put 25 maybe tomorrow, and then you put 25 maybe the day after. And maybe the day after that, you get your other 25 and give it an opportunity to pull back. And then you can then put all your money in and wait for the next run up.
Yeah, these are all great concepts. And I think one of your main visions that I've picked up from being around is the concept of generational wealth.
Correct.
And I think our vision here at Stockmedics is not only to transform our own thinking about money, and it's also to create that thinking and those attitudes and those habits in those of our children and the next generation.
Right, because if we don't pass it on, they're not going to know.
Right.
So we can slowly teach them. And one of our favorite thing is the Stash app. We think the Stash app is a great teaching tool. You put a little bit in, you put a little bit in, and you let time in the market work for you.
Right.
And if we can teach our children and then they can teach theirs and we can teach the people around us, then we all become wealthier.
I know that we've talked, a little bit about our children and how they're investing. One of the important concepts, I think, to pass on to others is the concept of diversification.
Yes. Extremely important. You don't want to carry your proverbial eggs in one basket. You're going to spread it out.
Right.
Okay. And not only that, you want to leave some eggs at the house too, just in case you drop that basket, right? So you have some more. Thank you so much for joining us today.
If you have a stock or crypto that you would like Stock Medics to discuss, please put it in the comments below.
And also, please smash the like button for us.
Please subscribe to the channel and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you'll be aware of when a new video comes out.
And if anything that we've said here today brought value to you, please share this video with your friends. And please consider joining us in our Discord via the Patreon.
And the links are below. Thank you so much for joining us today.